Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. A special welcome to one and all pickleball fans of Australia, the world. It is the Major League Pickleball Australia, powered by Yola Courtside. I am here with Dylan Kimlin. My name is Ben Abbott. An absolute pleasure to be here to bring you the championship match of the Major League Pickleball Australia. First leg of 6 for the calendar year of 2025. Dylan, how you feeling, mate? I'm amped.
Yeah, mate, this is going to be awesome. Welcome everyone to Tweed Heads as we're about to get started at this event here at Voyager Tennis, powered by Yola, of course. And we have the Northern Crocs, old favourite. They've been in this battle many times, and they're up against a new recruit in the New Zealand Hustle. Let's take a look at the Crocs, Ben, as we got Captain Dikasavjevic. This is her first season as captain. She did represent the Northern Crocs last season, teaming up with Jamie Haas and Bryson Haas. Great to see the Hawaiians out here battling it out, and they've got the super sub in, Rob Sterling, for Willie Chung.
Yeah, and hasn't he played really well over the past few days? He's definitely lived up to the space, and he's a talking point over this weekend, and obviously will be for the rest of the year. I'm sure he'll be have a target on his back in terms of being able to substitute into a space as the season goes on.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because Rob Sterling, as we mentioned, is a sub, and Willie Chung was a sub in the Vietnam Open last year, in which the Northern Crocs were victorious. So will the Crocs continue the same trend with the super sub coming in? Rob Sterling has been bowling out this weekend, and no doubt we'll see his continued form. Now for the New Zealand Hustle, as we have the other side here, Captain Kyle Watnell used to play for the Northern Crocs, and now he's up against his team.
Yeah, no, there'll be a very, very interesting matchup there. Of course, he's got different colours, but the same style. This man has been a fantastic leader here for the New Zealand Hustle, and he's joined by a very energetic and diverse team on his side of the court.
Yeah, Michelle Esquivel, is awesome to have her back in Hustle colours, as she's been the barometer for her side non-stop, as we have Talia Saunders as well, repping her team, and she's getting some strapping done. I've just seen League Commissioner Sanj Carter give us a bit of an update. But viewers at home, you got to watch this man on the right. Santosh has been bowling out, and no doubt will bring the heat for the Hustle as our players are just getting ready on the side of the court. So we will have a coin toss here just next to our kitchen cam. We can see our officials for this match will be Kylie Dunn and David J. Naturally, we will be using the Franklin X40s, of course. Franklin, the official ball of the Major League Pickleball Australia. And we are live here at Northern New South Wales. If you are new to Australia, that's on the east coast of Australia. A beautiful day here, nice and sunny. A little bit of wind that'll be blowing towards screen. Now, kitchen cam, we can see here at Voyager Tennis, we do have 16 purpose-built courts. Right now, we have a bunch of players going on in the background there, doing their thing on the courts, and it's been a great weekend for all here on our Sunday for MLPA. Now, Ben Abbott has quickly run off because he will be doing the team intros as we're about to get underway. And I got to say, for our Northern Crocs side, if we go back to our primary camera, we can have a look. Oh, they're just off camera, but the Crocs are just to the right of screen, having a chat with Santosh and ready to go. Captain Dikasavjevic and Jamie Haas having a good old yarn. And I've got to say, Jamie Haas has just played in a PPA women's doubles gold medal match, so she is well and truly warm. We can see her partner Bryson there. One of the good eggs of the MLPA, just a wonderful bloke, and it's awesome to see the two Haases going head-to-head as a team. I mentioned it earlier in the broadcast this weekend, couple goals. Imagine travelling all the way across to Australia and then being able to play in a championship match with your partner. It's incredible, and we hope the Haas family are enjoying the broadcast as we're about to get underway. We're just waiting for, I believe, the New Zealand Hustle players. I can't see Michelle Esquivel. I can see on the right side we've got Saunders, Santosh, and Captain Watnell. I had a good chat to Kyle Watnell before our broadcast began, or rather last night. I had a good chat to him, and he was pumped up. He was super amped, and we're about to do our coin toss here. If we jump to our kitchen cam, we can see official Kylie Dunn bringing the players in, as we will have two of the captains, Andy D and Kyle Watnell. As I mentioned, they've both played for the Crocs last season, and this is terrific to see. We'll jump to our microphone here on the net, see if we can hear the discussion going on. So the New Zealand Hustle winning the toss, and they've opted to react to the picks. Andy D coming in, captain of the Crocs. And the players are currently discussing who will be on the courts first out of the gentlemen or the men for our gender doubles. And additionally, what this means is they pick the serving side throughout the entirety of this match. You can see Kyle Watnell's pumped up there. He's bopping around on the court. Andy D, calm as a cucumber, and it looks like our ladies will be first. So we can see back on our primary cam. There we go, confirmation from official Kylie Dunn. We will have the ladies, and we are going to have a bit of an intro for our players coming on court. Ben Abbott, the MC, has got his microphone ready to go. I can't even see where he is. He's run off somewhere, but he'll be bringing our players in live here at Tweed Heads. And our ladies hopping on court. It's going to be an exciting one, as we will have the combination of Haas and Dikasavic taking on Esquivel and Saunders. Remember, we are doing the rally scoring format, so we will be playing to 21, win by 2.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to you. It is here for the Tweed Heads Pickleball and Tennis Centre. Major League Pickleball Australia Championship match about to get things underway. Get yourself courtside as we bring out these two championship teams battling it out for the opportunity to take the #1 title. And we're going to bring the teams out first and foremost. Please welcome the Northern Crocs, led by their captain, Andy Dikosavljevic. Joining her to the court, the hype machine herself, Jamie Haas. Partner in crime, doing what he does, Mr. Rob Sterling. Rounding out the 4 here for the Northern Crocs, welcome to the court, Mr. Bryson Haas. Once again, give it up this time for the Northern Crocs. And their opponents coming all the way from the #8 seed. They are here to battle it out for the championship. The New Zealand Hustle, their captain, Kyle Watnell. Bring the noise, bring the boom, Michelle Esquivel. The silent assassin that is Talia Saunders. And this man making a name for himself right the way that is Santos Marianen. Welcome to the court, New Zealand Hustle. Ladies and gentlemen, it's game time. First serve, a couple minutes away. Get on board. It is Major League Pickleball Australia, powered by Yola. First serve championship match coming your way.
And we just had Ben Abbott, our MC, just bringing the teams in as we have our introduction ready to go. As we just hear the teams are awfully fired up on the right side of the screen. We can see Hustle pumped up and the Crocs ready to go. We will have our ladies on court to get us underway, and we heard Michelle Esquivel there, the barometer for the Hustle. She is super pumped up and ready to bring the action for her side. Big shout out to all the Kiwis tuning in. No doubt you guys have had a great weekend with your Masters side locking up. I believe they took the bronze medal for our Masters. No, they were in the bronze medal. They took 4th in an awfully close one that ended in a dream breaker. And their challenger side as well, playing terrific this weekend. But here we are, the premier side of the Hustle on the left. We will have Michelle Esquivel, Talia Saunders taking on the Northern Crocs duo of Jamie Haas and Andy Dikasavic. Ben Abbott's just quickly run back to me here in the booth, mate. Good introduction. Everyone's pumped up and ready to go. We ready for an awesome day of pickleball?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the hope. We just want to bring more and more people around this space. Obviously, there are still plenty of matches and games going on, but it's so important that we actually celebrate the hard work and the efforts of the top level. This is the pinnacle of the sport, the Major League Pickleball Australia, powered by Yola championship match. We want you here, want you around it. If you are on the live stream as well, drop a pin. Let us know where you're viewing from. It'd be fantastic to know just how far our fantastic league is being stretched. And I think the players are engaged, the players are ready, and we're looking forward to an epic championship match.
Yeah, it's a good point you bring up regarding the international viewers. I did mention that the Haas is coming across from Hawaii. Michelle Esquivel also coming across from the States. And we've also got Santosh as well. So plenty of international flavour here. Ladies to bring it in. Talia Saunders serving on the right. Major League Pickleball Australia Championship Sunday underway. Let's get underway.
Just like that, first points on the board. Just a change in pace there from Jamie Haas. So rally point scoring for the format of Major League Pickleball, going to 21 points, winning by 2 with the freeze in effect from 20.
Shoulder check there from Dikasavic going long, and solid play there from Talia Saunders, getting a noggin out of the way.
That's too good there. Great reactions from Jamie Haas. The lefty-righty combination from the Northern Crocs on the far side.
Yeah, Ben, it has to be said, we had Andy Dikasevich in the commentary booth earlier this weekend, and she was saying how she's playing on the left side with Jamie Haas, as Jamie is a lefty. Gives them both the forehands down the middle of the court, and she was thoroughly enjoying it.
Oh, sheer power shown.
Double-handed backhand there from Michelle Esquivel, unsuccessful. And this is a great combination here for the hustle. These two ladies really get along and play well. They have good vibe on the court. And a 3-2 scoreline.
Around. That's impressive stuff. Michelle Esquivel, she has come out with some serious force and fierce competitive nature right now. This is the excitement that we get to see from the 38-year-old based out of Oregon. She's got her first win with the PPA USA Gold. She was the first. She's played 2 MLP seasons and now brings it down under. What I'm loving about this combination on the New Zealand hustle side for the ladies, I feel like Michelle has brought out a different side of Talia Saunders a little bit. A lot more vocal this weekend has Talia Saunders been.
Andy D with the finish, and Talia is probably the fittest I've ever seen her, Ben. She's been really working on her game, and it's great to see she gets to pair up with a superstar like Esquivel.
5-3 the scoreboard, 2 up for the Crocs. Put away, Andy D.
And Ben, it does feel like we've almost gone back to a bit more of a traditional pickleball event thus far. A lot of dinking to get us going. Typically our women's here in Australia just play all our guns out, but currently seeing a lot more dinking, and as a result, when the pop-ups are there, the ladies put it away with ease.
High five swing, as you called it earlier, Dylan. Both the players swinging away, just drawing the error. The scoreboard just extends now for the Northern Crocs, 7-3.
Oh, that's unlucky there for Esquivel. So there was a pop-up on the side of Jamie Haas that Michelle Esquivel normally rips it away, and we have an early timeout here, Ben.
Very early timeout from the New Zealand hustle. I think they've challenged in that battle and they've been on the same pace with the Dink rallies, but the speed-ups and the power swings, just the execution, maybe not as, obviously, as aggressive they would have liked or flowing as much as they would have liked, but either way, it's great first game for this championship match.
Yeah, and we're starting to see, like Andy D, I feel, hasn't had too much of the ball, but she's been very aggressive when she does get the ball.
Yeah, taking her opportunities.
Exactly. She's trying to light up the sideline on the right, but Talia Saunders is there. She's a reset queen, Talia Saunders, a very defensive player, gets everything back. So it's a great matchup on that right side of the court in that Andy D is going to try and initiate the speeds ups, but I've got to give Saunders credit here. She's handled it quite well.
Yeah, I agree. Her composure is really showing right now. She's playing a fantastic supporting role. And they need to find just another gear, because when these two were firing in the semi-finals last night, they were untouchable. So it'll be interesting to see how they come back out off the back of their timeout. Right now, the scoreboard stands at 8-3 in favour of the Crocs.
Yep. Paddle in the kitchen, so it was hit on the full.
Jamie, pick it up. Pick it up. We're still going.
That was set up because of the speed up of the high shoulder of both Dikasavic and Haas, who are about the same height from Talia Saunders. So, well, smart play there from Talia.
Just love the running commentary and the energy still from Jamie Haas on that particular moment. Michelle Esquivel hasn't found her aggressive offensive groove yet. I think that's a talking point at this point in time. Because case in point right now is the power that she has. Fired up is Jamie Haas. The energy is all with the Crocs, momentum more so. As that scoreboard just gets away a little bit more.
Yeah, that's really exciting. Jamie getting pumped up, and that's good to see for the Crocs. Unfortunate for Esquivel. She had a nice opportunity there, but just floated it a little bit too long.
They'll go to double figures. They'll move to 11 points. In fact, the mid-game break here for the all-ladies matchup. It is all the Northern Crocs. We're going to jump to a quick commercial now. Before they come back out, it is all the Crocs in the championship match here for the Major League Pickleball Australia, powered by Yola. Welcome back, pickleball fans of Australia, the world, wherever you are viewing from. We are courtside with some of the very best, including Pickleball's own Dylan Kimlin.
I love that. I look over at the sideline and the beverages are flowing. A couple of our pro players, they're enjoying themselves right now. Andy Dikasavic to bring it in. 11-4. What a start here for the Crocs.
Whoa. Skates on from Haas. Big point in terms of momentum now. Oh, huge from Esquivel and Saunders surviving the onslaught. I feel as though the Crocs are on the back foot the whole time.
Yeah, I have to say, Ben, it was a tremendous defensive effort from the Crocs to try and keep alive there. I would actually like to see some more lobs from the hustle. So we saw Saunders, she didn't do it as well as she would have liked to. But I think a couple more lobs would be a good thing to see from the New Zealand hustle at the moment.
Oh my goodness, Dylan. Coach Kimlin, they call him.
Yeah, that was beautiful by Talia Saunders, and recognising, because Andy D and Jamie Haas are staying really far up on the kitchen line, and you know, that was perfect from Saunders, flicking it into the corner, opening up the opportunity for Esquivel.
Fantastic defense both sides. Angles found, Andy D. Bit of fire and fuel there.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a miscommunication in between Esquivel and Saunders. Michelle was not too sure whether to pull the trigger.
And ball will go wide. So an easy point there. Maybe a bit of a breathing point here for the Crocs, who just starting to feel the push now from the hustle.
A large percentage of balls going towards the side of Saunders at the moment, Ben.
Ball go long. It's a great point you made there about Talia Saunders seeing a lot of ball. Michelle Esquivel is a momentum and energy player.
Yep.
Similar to Katie Hart we saw in the PPA earlier on. Give her the ball and she will absolutely thrive. Starve her, and you might see an overplay of ball and a few errors creep in.
There we go. That's a little bit of a dinking pattern from Talia Saunders. I'd like to see a bit more of that as the firefights thus far haven't gone the way of the hustle.
Saunders being really consistent right now in her role on court.
That's great. Andy D waiting for that double-hander backhand of the hip, ripping it down the middle. This is old school pickleball, viewers. We're seeing a lot of dink patterns breaking out. And as we mentioned, Andy D hasn't had much of the ball this matchup, but when she gets her opportunity, she's making them count.
Oh, just everything going the way of the Crocs. Another lob lobbed in there from Talia Saunders, handled well from Haas. And then Andy D again will take it on, given the opportunity and luck favouring the Brave on this occasion.
Yeah, well, the problem there with the lob return was the actual shot after the lob. Saunders actually brought the ladies in and it gave Crocs the opportunity to put it away. Very rarely do you see a vocal Andy Dikasavjevic. She's fired up.
Absolutely, the most fire that we've seen from her. Jamie Haas, happy to be the cheerleader on that point.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Really low. And Michelle Esquivel returning. She wants to get pumped up. Can the hustle find some form here, Ben?
Great angle there from Andy. Oh, tape tickler gets it.
Haas is playing out of her skin, Ben.
Well,
that
she
was
needs
elite.
to be. She is under the pump right now.
What I love there, though, is that Michelle Esquivel went for an Ernie and Haas recognised it immediately, and rather than hit it away from her, she hit it directly at Esquivel, initiating the challenge. She said, fine, you want to stand there on the aggressive side of the court? We can play that game.
Bragging rights on the line. The two USA players going at it.
I'd like to see a timeout here from the hustle. We've seen a couple errors on the side. And the points are quickly building up at a 18-8 scoreline, so not too far at all.
19.
Well done.
Nice shot. Yeah, worked the perimeter this time, catching a little bit off balance Jamie Haas. Michelle Esquivel. We spoke about this last night as well, Dylan, just understanding the momentum of the MLP format. You've got to be able to leave it all out there on the court. There's nowhere to hide, and you've got to think about your next game as well. But every single play matters because you've got to have momentum leading into your next match, no matter what that looks like. As we see the ball sails wide beyond Jamie Haas's right shoulder, so it is a game point here for the Northern Crocs. The freeze in effect, must be winning this final point on serve. Oh, Andy D recognising the only attempt and splitting the uprights of the New Zealand Hustle team. And they will take game one, 21-9 in arguably the most clinical game that we've seen from the MLPA this weekend here in Tweed Heads.
Yeah, that's a terrific effort from Andy D and Jamie Haas. And I've got to say, considering Haas probably had 70% of the ball thus far, she was rock solid. Minimal errors on her side, on the right side of the court. Andy D was more of almost a pitch hitter. She'd come in, she would clean up points when given the opportunity, and a nice classy finish for the Northern Crocs.
Yeah, on the opposing side as well, I think that just froze or iced out Michelle Esquivel. I don't think she had many opportunities to be able to have her impact on the game, which she's quite well known for. One, energy. Two, the physicality of it. But Talia Saunders, give credit where it's due, played such a solid and consistent game. Variation on her offense, couple of lobs in there, angles created and very, very few errors. So a tough first game here for the New Zealand Hustle. We'll bring out the men's doubles next here for game 2 of this tie. The championship match for Major League Pickleball Australia, powered by Yola. We'll jump to a quick commercial as they go through their final preparations. It is the gents up next. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is game time. Game number 2 coming your way. Major League Pickleball Australia, powered by Yola, championship match. I am hyped up here courtside with Dylan Kimlin. It is the 1-0 scoreboard in terms of the games to the Northern Crocs, who took that one 21 points to 9. Andy D, Jamie Haas getting it done. Looking good out there, the Northern Crocs.
Yeah, they're snapping, that's for sure, and it's got to be a worrying sign for the New Zealand Hustle. But they've got the captain on the court, Kyle Watnell, and he's playing with Santosh, and Santosh has had an incredible weekend as well. So this is a tantalising matchup. We've got the super sub in, Rob Sterling, playing with the other Haas, Bryson. And how these fellas go toe-to-toe, I can't call this one, Ben. This is going to be awfully close.
Yeah, plenty of power on the Northern Crocs side of the court, but some skill and finesse and, yeah, just big players, big moment players on the other side. New Zealand Hustle underway here. It was Kyle Watnell, the captain there for Hustle, to get things underway. Threads the niddle and the early hustle Sue from Kyle Watnell.
Yeah, it's C.
C.
A lot of Spanish gets brought out in the pickleball world.
C.
Players trying
Okay.
to fire up. Former player Jason Taylor, very common bringing that up, and I know he's influenced the pickleball space here in Australia in a very positive way. That's one of the ways he's done it.
There you go. The more you know of the pickleball space down under. 1-1.
It's got to be said, what I love here is that Bryson is playing on the right. So we can see the super sub, Rob Sterling, taking the left side, and that drive to get us started was electric.
Yeah, I saw you oohs and ahs already and the shake of the head early days.
Not easy to do that. And Rob Sterling is clinical with his smash opportunities. We haven't seen a Sterling special yet, but no doubt it'll occur. And 3-1, what a start for the Crocs.
Jeez, this is just dangerous when there hasn't been anything but aggression and positivity on the Northern Crocs side to kick things off. They're not easing their way into it. They're going full guns ho.
Rob Sterling is popping off right now. These drives are, viewers, centimetres above the net with a high amount of top spin digging in. It's so hard to return it.
Hustle, much needed point on the board.
And remember, viewers, Rob Sterling wasn't drafted, so him coming in as a sub. I've called this weekend as Rob's redemption tour. He's cranky, and he wants to prove a point.
Point proven, I think, Dylan.
Yep.
Point proven.
Yeah, captains. Remember, we do have our mid-season trade that'll happen, no doubt, in the middle of the year. And Rob Sterling, I imagine, will be on everyone's bucket list.
Just a change of pace as well. Just perfectly weighted. Probably, again, centimetres over the top of the net.
Rob Sterling, by the way, played for the New Zealand Hustle last season.
There you
so
go.
He's up against his old team.
Cat and mouse.
Yeah.
Jeez, he's punishing the right-hand side of Kyle Watnell.
That was an outrageous dink rally. We had a very gentlemanly exchange of dinks in the kitchen between Watnell and Sterling.
Oh, speed up.
I like that from Santosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, targeting a little bit high on Bryson, and I have to. Thus far, we haven't seen too much of Haas and Ariane, so they're back into it once more.
Oh, some long. Just Kyle Watnell doing a little double take there.
Okay.
Ball was in, overruled by the official. Must have snagged.
Challenge is there. Our official has asked.
And checked both sides there. Marianne and both the officials have agreed the ball was in, and for whatever reason that conversation continued on, and that might be a little insight to the headspaces right now of the New Zealand Hustle.
You got to give Michelle Esquivel credit though. She's immediately said, "Come on, boys, get back into it."
Oh, Bryson, little stare down, little walk back.
It's the best way to combat your opposition. If they're a bit grumpy about a referee's call, flog it at them. They're not. Their head's not in the game.
And flog is the Australian term for
whack. I don't know. That's also an Australian term.
Nice shot there, Kyle Watnell. Yeah, whack, smash, flog,
smash, yeah, there
crunch, destroy, obliterate. All those different adjectives there. As Kyle Watnell finds a really good swing. Cross court, perimeter, 5'9". Earning there from Rob Sterling again, asserting his authority on this Game 2 matchup.
What I love there, though, is that Bryson Haas has immediately jumped across to the left lateral movement and actually got another shot directly on the hip of Kyle Watnell. It's an elite execution here from the Northern Crocs.
Ooh, just at that awkward height there for Bryson Haas. And we'll swing that down into the net.
Yeah, he had momentum moving forward too, so hard to correct himself there. Smart play from Watnell.
Whip away, Rob Sterling at the feet of Narayanan. So we will go to the mid-game break. Change of ends as well. The Northern Crocs currently in a comfortable lead at 11-6, but there's still a long way to go. Once again, jumping to a commercial break here. Thank you for joining us around the world, around the Pickleverse, Major League Pickleball Australia, powered by Yola. We're back here, second half of Game 2 in a moment's time. Back to it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for joining us around the world. It is 11-6, Crocs lead Hustle championship match. Ooh, speed up, no go from Kyle Watnell. All smiles out there still from Kyle Watnell. I think he's enjoying the fact that his team is all the way into the championship match. At the same time, though, that competitive nature has to be at the forefront of it all right now. Oh, jeez.
I'd like to see Santosh get more involved here, Ben. He hasn't had much of the ball thus far. Taking the left side, forehand in the middle of the court. I'd like to see him poach a little bit more if possible.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a nervous start here from Santosh.
That was a bit cheeky there from Bryson. No look. Fake out with the paddle, but it goes long.
Bit of championship match swagger.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, too much oomph on it.
Like interesting technique there from Bryson Haas. He just kind of angles the wrist back, and it's more of a scooping type of motion as opposed to a bumping or a dinking to
Gets
make the...
a lot of backspin on it.
Yeah, getting that ball just to dip ever so slightly faster in the conditions. Less bounce.
Fifth shot drop error there from Rob Sterling, as that's hit the net after the third. His drives have been elite thus far, but that drop unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Sat up in the perfect window there for smashing Sterling. Just to crunch it down. 15 will tick over.
Good.
Oh, have to go the harder angle, and it's found there from Narayanan.
I was just thinking that Santosh needs to go to the left or the right, the hard angles, because Bryson and Rob have just got elite defensive skills, especially on the baseline. That was a smart play, punching it down left. And the hustle, within 6 points, but they need to build some momentum here, Ben.
9, 15.
Danger zone, but a foot fault called on Price and Haas by the looks of things. Just overstepping into the kitchen.
I think it was on the launch. So when he went for the smash, he jumped out of the kitchen. And as a result, the hustle make it a 10-point.
Oh, jeez Louise. It all was happening out there. Santosh Narayanan. That was a really, really good speed up there. He needs to get himself, like you say, just more and more involved in this game. He's, I would say, the X factor here for the hustle right now.
Oh, here we go. Boys chirping away. This is good.
Oh, this is what we want to see. A little bit of friendly back and forth across the Yola net. 16-11. Yeah, Price and Haas getting real chirpy out there now.
He's feeling himself, and he knows due to the ladies having a 1-0 lead that he can do so. Their confidence is brimming right now, the Northern Crocs, and as it should be.
Oh, again, just clipping the net on the way through.
It's infuriating versing a team when all of their drives are working, Ben. They're getting everything within a centimetre or an inch for our American viewers, just over the net.
18-11.
Very hard to defend. Ball on court. Ironic, Ben, considering it's actually from Matt Carter, the former New Zealand Hustle captain. He's over there playing a match on our left.
He's got a sixth sense. Geez, that's come a long way as well for him to make a ball. It's going to go over 2 fences and a crowd full of people. Oh, jeez.
Rob Sterling has been clinical this matchup thus far. He's playing big on the left side, and that forehand has been deadly.
19-11.
Oh, too good. Handled well there from Santosh.
Yeah, it was a great pickup and an easy put away. Hustler going to need more of them, though. Quite a deficit here in this game, too.
12-19.
Oh, my gosh. The man opens up the shoulder. Almost taking out the commissioner's little one.
Yeah, League Commissioner Sanj Carter protecting the little one.
Yeah, that's not going to help with the MVP votes.
Lani's okay. We can continue.
12.
And we have a game point here, Ben, with the lob serve. I love it.
To no avail, though. So the freezing effect, as we know. And the timeout will be called by the Hustle. I just wonder what this conversation is. Dylan, from your, I guess, coaching background, your experience within the sport, what do you do against such an informed duo that is currently Haas and Sterling?
Well, the problem is it's an informed team because the ladies played just as well. They're feeding off of it at the moment. Typically, when a team's driving as well as they are, it's to do with your returning. So you're giving them easy return options. We saw Rob Sterling get, 10 points in the first half of this match just off of his drive, and now Price and Haas is getting in on the drive party as well. So I guess I'd be looking at deeper returns, trying to keep them at the baseline and hope that they can, start to force some errors. But it's really tricky because the Crocs are playing near perfect pickleball.
Yeah, great. And even the conversation about adding a lob in there may not be an option with the dynamic height from Rob Sterling, but just how powerful Price and Haas is as well as he, he's ever moving and mobile on his side. Fight to kick things off. The boys are straight into it. Oh, body line shot. I don't know if Price and Haas like that.
14.
Oh, a bit of giggles as well. Maybe some tongue-in-cheek comments being made. It's all championship stuff.
14.
No, this is good. I might expect the retaliation here from Price and Haas.
There it is, case in point.
He went in the kitchen.
Oh, just falling on through. He was fired up and he wanted the vengeance, but that may be to the detriment, depending on how the Hustle can keep their composure.
Yeah, we've just seen Andy Dikasavjevic on the sideline, the captain of the Crocs, just saying, come on, settle it down a little bit.
Price and Haas again, the head shade, the wall back.
He's feeling it right now, Ben.
Yeah, but just noticing as well the body language of Santos saying, hey, come on, we're right there, let's go. Game point here, Northern Crocs. See, it is indeed for Santos.
4-point game. What a response here from the New Zealand Hustle. The freeze is in effect, and it's so big in this point of the match.
Santos, he's starting to get a little bit of a stare down, and the battle continues between him and Price and Haas, and the timeout to the Crocs. For the first time, you would say, Dylan, feeling the pressure in this championship match.
Well, the thing is that emotions are high right now, and that Pricon's fired up, and Santos seems to be calm and collected. He's still battling, though. He's giving the ball to Pricon, but typically when players are fired up, we do see a few more erratic plays. We saw that kitchen smash where Pricon ended up in the kitchen with his hand. So this is great for the Hustle. They're recognising the momentum shift, and they're building it up quite nicely.
I think this is great for the viewers as well around not only the court, but Australia, the world. This is exciting stuff, and as we expected, this is what we wanted for the championship match and what anyone would want at the top level here, competing it out for the title.
Time in. 17-20. 17-20. I was just going to say, yeah. Sorry, I just saw it too.
So the timeout, obviously other conversations or other priorities, but maybe just a little bit of more of extra time here. Santos is also looking around while he's doing his shoelace up. There's a lot going on right now.
All balls exclusively going to the side of Price and Haas, and as a result, in that play there, Kyle Watnell dinked it into the middle of the court, and Rob Sterling wasn't sure whether to take it or not. So great recognition there from the captain. 2-point game.
Well, that ball's wide as well. Price and Haas has really had the wheels fall off, and I think that personal play there from Santos earlier is just rubbed in the wrong way, obviously, and it's just starting to affect his game and the scoreboard. Oh my goodness. Close your mouths, ladies and gentlemen, because we know they are jaws to the floor. Rob Sterling around the back. Santos Narayanan as well. Bowing down. What do you do?
Man.
Build the man a statue and things like that. My word. Oh, just wide. Great awareness there from Kyle Watnell. Saving yet another game point here for the new Northern Crocs. We are locked up. 20 points all. Rally point up for grabs.
20.
Bodyline shot here again from Santosh, who's brought the energy when it's needed most, and they will give the Hustle their first game point here. Crucial unfoldings right now, freeze in effect. No way, the Hustle, as they have done all weekend long, shock their opponents with an incredible comeback. It was 20 points to 11, Dylan, in that game. And the Hustle have absolutely grinded to bring that all the way back and take it 22 to 20 simply by ruffling the egos of the Northern Crocs on the far side of the court.
That's exceptional pickleball, considering we've had already shot of the season by Rob Sterling in that 20-point mark, I might add. Most teams would lose a bit of momentum after a ridiculous shot like that, but Santosh and Kyle Watnell have bounced back, and they've played big when it mattered most. Santosh, man, you've got to give him credit. Playing on the left side with Price and Haas, they had a very effective battle throughout the entirety of that match, and he won it.
Yeah, effective, passionate, intense. Many of the words that describe not only that particular battle, but the unfoldings of that men's battle and duel just then. Really, really impressive stuff there from the New Zealand Hustle. Everyone needs to take a breather right now. We're going to go to a commercial break, knowing that the mixed doubles are coming up next. The combinations as well are going to be plenty to talk about. This is Major League Pickleball Australia, the championship match, powered by Yola at its finest. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us once again. We have had the time to just sit back, take a deep breath, and reset as this Major League Pickleball Australia, powered by Yola, championship match hangs in the balance. One game all. It's all happening on the court. We have seen nothing but intensity from a couple of the players out there. The ladies for the Crocs taking game one. The Hustle were down 11 points to 20, brought it all the way back with the freeze in effect, and they took game two. Interesting altercation, or interactions rather, from Price and Haas and Santosh Narayanan. And Dylan, we are locked going into the mixed doubles.
Yeah, well, I was saying to you before the teams were selected that I fully expected Andy D to bring herself and Rob Sterling on for the Crocs, mainly to give Price and Haas just a little bit of chance to cool off. But it's tantalising for our viewers at home because it means, once again, Price will be going head-to-head with Santosh and another very vocal player in Michelle Esquivel. So our game four is going to be highlight, but who can take the victory here? Let's find out. Mixed doubles underway. And I want to make a point immediately off the bat, Ben, in that Rob Sterling had a near MVP level performance in his match in the last game with his drives. Talia Saunders is a defensive brick. She gets everything back, but she's going to be getting pelted at. Case in point right there.
Yeah, but did really, really well, though, looking for the shoulder check. And Saunders with the awareness as well. I think understanding that that will be a little bit of a target practice here for Rob Sterling. Great pick up there from Saunders, full stretch. But it's too easy when Rob Sterling's got the reach, taking the middle of the court.
Well, it's interesting here because on the left side of screen, viewers, we have both captains going head-to-head in the face-off, Dikasavovich and Watnell. So we're going to see a cross-thinking pattern quite a lot from Dikasavovich to Saunders, which opens up the forehand opportunity for the gentleman.
Nice stab. Let's go. Side out, point Hustle. Hustle at two.
Will be interesting as well, this combination of Andy D and Rob Sterling for the Crocs. Wouldn't say Andy D is introverted with her celebrations or playing style, but quite composed, quite well measured all the time, as Rob Sterling is always poker face. You never know what's going on. He just plays his game. Whoa. Speed up on the body of Saunders.
Yeah, a pair of librarians, these two. You can't hear what's going on over there, but for the Hustle on the other side, it's the complete opposite.
Oh, the lob here. recovery there from Talia Saunders. Again,
Really,
just rock solid.
really risky lobbing Talia Saunders. She comes from a high-level badminton background, so she has elite smashing skills. But what a defensive effort from Andy D. She recognised that there was an Ernie from Kyle Watnell, and a great defensive strategy is to lob the opposition.
Just doesn't quite go. 50% drive there from Sterling. Pushes him deep. This is going to be a very interesting matchup this whole game through. Perfectly weighted yet again from Andy D. Speed up here, Rob Sterling.
Yeah.
Saunders holding strong though.
Well, it's interesting because we're seeing them punch the hustle down the left side of the court, which opens up the middle for the Rob Sterling forehand drive. We've done it a couple of times here. Definite trend here, Ben, and got to give the hustle credit. They recognise it in that motion and got the point as a result.
Yeah, momentum and the dynamic here on Championship Court has absolutely changed. Oh,
There's
angles found.
The Sterling special, that's the
Absolutely.
shot. And he has a ridiculous backhand flick on the Ernie.
Almost inverts that paddle as well when he turns the angle from height as well.
I spoke to him about this exact shot at the PPA event in Redcliffe. I was like, mate, is that a tennis shot? Like, where did you learn to do that? And he's like, no, it just felt natural. I'm like, all right, that's the last word I would use for it, but it works for him.
Natural to his game, natural to his playing style maybe. You never know because everyone's unique in their own way of life and way of pickleball, obviously. Incredible shot nonetheless.
This is big for Talia. She's won a couple cross-link exchanges here with Andy D.
Geez, isn't her hard work over the past probably 6 to 8 months really paying off right now? But you can see it just, her attitude and energy on the court as well. She's feeling confident and looking really solid out there. Oh. Can't get into that sort of firefight with Rob Sterling.
I'm really curious here, Ben, because we've seen 3 lobs from Andy D towards Kyle Watnell. Now, remember, Kyle used to be Andy's teammate for the Northern Crocs. So she's obviously recognised something there, and she continues to do so.
Great counter-attack there from Talia Saunders. Again, she's shown a little bit more voice than what we've seen in previous seasons. Andy D again. Oh, that's too good. All set up by the Andy D lob. Again, proving so effective.
Yeah, the Crocs right now are playing, how do I word it? It's crafty pickleball. They're trying to do strategies that are not the normal, like, bang it through the opposition or try and win a dink rally. They're going for different angles and different shots, and that lob was exquisite. Andy D, 4 perfect lobs thus far. It's great to see, but Rob Sterling, he's just got some outrageous shots in his arsenal, Ben.
Natural shots, apparently.
Apparently.
Oh, jeez, just catching Andy D off balance. Again, the counter punch there from Talia Saunders. Probably proving the difference there.
Yeah, we refer to that as the 5th shot hop. Andy D, after the shot, tried jumping to will the ball over. It was unsuccessful.
Oh, gets the Ernie to go.
Rob is popping off right now, Ben. He is playing out of his skin.
Really good footwork for a big man just then.
Well, this match and the men's, he played some lightning pickleball, and he's clearly a point to prove. I think he's angry because he didn't get drafted.
Have to check in, hey, post-match and see where it's at, but obviously pending the result, it might be fired up even more so. But for the time being, it's 9-10. Hustle still building their momentum. Down the middle, Andy D. The Crocs will go to the mid-game break. 2-point leaders at this point in time. It's 11-9 again. Dylan, I just feel the momentum sits with the Hustle.
Yeah, but I don't know, the Crocs are starting to build here. They've had opportunities to put shots away. That's the most important thing. And they've executed. That's really there. Whereas the New Zealand Hustle just seem to be constantly defending. They're playing that, and that is quite natural from what we expect from a Kyle Watton or Talia Saunders duo. They do have a bit more of a rebound play style. So it's going to be interesting to see how they can bounce back. As now they move to this side of the court, they will have a little bit of wind at their back. But Rob Sterling is definitely the difference maker at the moment.
Yeah, just about perfect conditions here at the Tweed Heads Tennis and Pickleball Centre. 16 purpose-built courts for our fantastic sport. A little bit of a breeze, as you mentioned, Dylan. The sun is setting. That'll play a bit of a factor as well, potentially with the lobs, whether Andy D keeps going with them and puts it up in to the sky, just to ask a question of vision with the sun at a weird angle right now at this time of day. We're sitting about 4 p.m. local time on the New South Wales east coast of Australia. And the teams to come back out, the Crocs building, the Hustle hanging on. Very important game for both teams right now in the championship match. Body bag shot there, Rob Sterling. What a gentleman. He's not sorry. You heard him. You heard him on the mic.
Rob's pretty gentle. He's a nice person, but he's not nice. Not nice to those X40s. I can tell you that.
I was going to say, put a paddle in his hand. Oh.
Yeah, it's twice now, Ben. We've seen Kyle Watton go for the Ernie, and Andy D's immediate strategy is to lob it straight over him.
Well, I think it's just recognising Kyle Watnell's momentum heading out of court and chucking it back over and putting him off balance yet again. He handled it quite well on this occasion, but yeah, I think Andy D's really orchestrating a few more rallies now. Oh, Andy D winning and earning out of her own. Talia Saunders. That is absolutely outrageous. Rob Sterling had to find a stupid angle to find a point on the board.
Oh, my goodness.
How's the defense on the Hustle, though?
His paddle's a paintbrush at the moment, and the court's his canvas. He's just covering outrageous angles from everyone. As we have a timeout here from the New Zealand Hustle.
Yeah, with that being said, we'll go to a quick commercial with the teams, talk the tactics. Crocs have jumped out to the 5-point lead. 14-9 championship match, game number 3. Big talking point right now is Rob Sterling, the man, the no draft pick. He's a alternate coming into this team. He's into the championship match now, and it's a huge talking point that he is proving why he should be in the Major League Pickleball Australia, powered by Yola series. Oh, not quite enough on the lob there this time.
No, that was really good from Kyle Watnell. He's obviously been lobbed multiple times. In that instance, he recognised it and took a half step back and was easily there to set up the smash.
Some good point on the board at 10-14. Oh, attempted lob from Saunders there?
Yeah, I think the volley lob's not an easy shot to do, and that one, just not enough oomph on it from Talia Saunders.
Oh, just long. Andy D continues. They jump to 16. Biggest lead of this game 3 so far.
11-16.
my gosh. Talia Saunders just had to swat at it and hope it just couldn't happen again.
You got to feel for Kyle, man. That was just out of his reach.
Man, he would have towed the bottom of that ball and it would have been sent to the moon if he got a hold of that. Oh, Sterling just demanding the court right now. Kyle Watnell, what a time to step up. He needed to put that ball away. Rob was everywhere.
Yeah, the fellas are really starting to try and play big here, so we will see some more court open up as a result, with both gentlemen trying to play in the middle of this middle of the pickleball court.
Wide flick from Andy D across body. 18 points up. Scoreboard really doesn't tell you much when the freeze comes into effect. Still potentially a long way to go in this game 3. Oh, that's a great angle. Inside out from Watnell, away from the body and catching an ever lurking Rob Sterling into the middle of the court.
Yeah, it's a terrific shot to have left, and I said that. Rob and Kyle are both trying to play big in the middle of the court, and as a result, the left side of the court was open. Terrific placement from Kyle Watnell. Going to need a couple more of those, though.
13-18.
Good counterpunch there from Saunders. Oh, just off balance.
That is elite from Andy Dikasavjevic. The switch recovery was so good. Punched down to the left side, and she defended immaculately.
Oh, and a red card shown out there, Dylan.
Yeah, not sure what exactly it was from.
I think it might have been the language of Saunders just...
And as a result, the New Zealand Hustle will lose a point, as we are currently discussing it here on court, when the New Zealand Hustle are not happy as a result, but...
There's a loss of point as well. They've taken one off the scoreboard.
At a clinical moment.
19-12.
Talia on the sideline just trying to...
Saunders just having to take an extra moment here. Clearly just upset by the moment and the time, and there will be a timeout call from the Hustle.
Yeah, so we will have a timeout, viewers, and...
So what we're going to do is just go to a commercial and let this space breathe a little bit. Obviously, a lot happening and emotions riding high for the championship match. We appreciate your viewership, ladies and gentlemen, here for the Major League Pickleball Australia. So, ladies and gentlemen, a quick update for you, for the live stream viewers that aren't courtside to see the events unfolding. We have had an unfortunate medical timeout called. Dylan, explain us through the process and the protocol for the next few minutes.
Yeah, so it's a 15-minute timer, viewers, and it is regarding Talia Saunders, who has the medical team over there. So the 15-minute timer starts as soon as the first aid team is ready here on the side of the court. Saunders, I'm not entirely sure what's occurred. She said she's willing to go, so she's back on the court.
Yeah, so maybe not a medical timeout used to its entirety, but she's back out there. And yeah, look, before we cut to commercial on the previous phase of events, there was a red card shown and a loss of point there to the Hustle. But we are back to it, ladies and gentlemen. Game 3, Crocs lead 19-12. Back underway. Make that 20-12, so game point now. Opportunity to go 2-1 up in this championship tie. Staying alive, firing is Talia Saunders. Giggles all around. Championship court.
A lot of nervous energy on our court at the moment, but Talia knows how much this means to her team.
Oh, just long. So with that freeze point in effect now, like we said, and as you all know, they've got to win on serve to take this game 3. Talia Saunders firing here.
Yeah, this is such a good story to see Saunders having a medical timeout, trying to lift her side. And it's got to be so motivational for the New Zealand hustle on the sideline. We can see Michelle Esquivel bopping around. She is pumped up.
Great defense again here from Saunders. Just can't quite get enough on that one. So we saw this in game 2 as well for the men's doubles tie, where the Crocs are up 20 points to 11 and brought all the way back. Can the hustle do it now in the first mixed doubles tie? With the angles, absolutely, says Talia Saunders.
Considering she's had pretty much all of the ball since the medical timeout, Ben, this is a admirable effort here from Saunders. The freeze is really helping the hustle, and they're inching towards the 20-point mark.
Oh, Ken doesn't quite go. You just hear the rattle of the net on the courtside mic. Another fantastic exchange. Game point number 3 here for the Crocs. Kyle Watnell with the roars mid-rally.
Yeah, the hustle are really putting all on the court here. We saw an outrageous comeback with the gentlemen. Ben, will we see the same here in our game 3?
Oh, speed up and love from the Yola net this time from Andy D.
And she has one of the best double-handed backhands in the league. Recognizing that and punched away with ease. But they can't get the winning point here, Ben.
Game point number 4 for the Crocs. Sterling's hungry. Oh, great defensive pick up, but can't get it to fall, so the Crocs will get away with game 3, I would say, Dylan Kimlin. That is a phenomenal comeback from the hustle. Granted all the happenings of that game 3. And so just like that, the Crocs go to a 2-1 lead in this championship tie for the Major League Pickleball Australia, powered by Yola. And this is all to play for now for the hustle. We've got, I would say, 4 of the most energetic, competitive, and passionate pickleballers here this weekend in Tweed heads, and I cannot wait to get things underway.
Yeah, high energy match to be underway here for our game 4, considering that was some of the more quieter people on our court just then, and that was electric. So hopefully Talia Saunders is okay. She's on the sideline and just getting her breath back, but an awfully close fight. You've got to give credit to the hustle. Despite being down 2-1, or 1-2 rather, they have shown their heart. They're a new team. All of the teams are new, obviously, but they clearly love each other. They want to get around each other, and that's a beautiful thing to see from the New Zealand side.
Yeah, and I think their story of this weekend as well is the heart case in point, right? Coming through and scraping in as the number 8 seeds. They then beat the Brisbane Breakers to take the number 1 seed, go into the semi-final, and they into the semi-finals, and then they took that game 3-0, I believe was the scorecard for them. And now they're here in the championship match for the first time, and they are far from done. Their camaraderie, their mateship, and like you said, Dylan, their heart, that is the big talking point for this team right now of the New Zealand Hustle. But right now we've got Bryson Haas, Jamie Haas out there. They will take on the boisterous Michelle Esquivel and the ever-firing Santosh Narayanan. We're going to get things underway very shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here courtside with us. We are excited to bring you this final game, knowing the hustle need it, Dylan.
Yeah, it's a must-win for the hustle, and let's see how it all pans out. Going to be an exciting one, that's for sure, and I'm really excited to see the Haases here, closest to our camera. Jamie Haas just having a chat to Price. I'm like, come on, mate, settle down. But this is going to be a very vocal match, Ben.
Yeah, the Haases hailing from Honolulu over in Hawaii. 3 USA international superstars out here in the land down under with us. Michelle Esquivel from Oregon. And of course, we've got Santosh Narayanan, who's also in the USA, originally from India. We're underway here for game 4. Must-win stuff for the New Zealand Hustle. Body bag, and already Bryson Haas with a cheeky look. 1-0.
1-0.
Down the middle, Narayanan.
And this is the thing, if Bryson and Santosh start going at each other, you can fully expect Michelle and Jamie to get involved. There's a potential screaming match here between these players. It's going to be very exciting.
We've already seen a little bit of red wine, red card come out earlier on.
Red wine. It is 5 o'clock here in New South
wine,
Wales. So.
Cheddar cheese. Not sure of the coloured cards we got kicking around the pickleball world, but yeah, 5 o'clock. It's about that time.
You know what's exciting as well is that this is all of these players' first time at a championship. So to see them all trying to battle it out for this final match, there's a lot on the line, a lot to be won, a lot of feeling on the court at the moment.
Hammered with the angle, Michelle Esquivel with an added, a little bit of extra something on that celebration.
Yeah, she's all about it. And we know what to expect when it comes to Michelle Esquivel. Very vocal player on the court.
Oh, Jamie Haas. It is fascinating to see courtside. I'm not sure if you can see it on your screens, viewers, but every single point, there is eye contact made between the 4 players on court. So full foul called on Bryson Haas. He's spent a little bit too much time in the kitchen in this game, or in this matchup. A couple of faults called. Michelle Esquivel letting him know about it too as well.
Yeah, 2 errors here on the side of Bryson Haas. And I can understand why he's trying to fire, considering a large percentage of balls are going to his partner, Jamie. He's trying to get involved. We just heard Jamie Haas say, let it out. So she's recognising the emotions on court, and you can see these two constantly talking to each other.
Partners on and off the court right here. Into the net. A couple of points here for the Crocs.
And it's got to be said, Ben, the most nerve-wracking game you can watch would be a captain in a 2-1. Kyle Watnell's done his bit. He just needs to sit here and hope that his New Zealand Hustle can force a dream breaker.
He doesn't look overly comfortable on the sideline, does he? Stop that, Jamie Haas. Long on this occasion to speed up from Michelle Esquivel. Thumbs up there from Bryson, acknowledging the fantastic work ethic there from his partner, Jamie.
Terrific defensive effort, Ben.
Super impressive stuff. 7 points to 5 now. 2-point buffer still in favour of the Crocs.
It's a terrific Ernie there from Santosh. Great movement. The fellas have both attempted an Ernie thus far, Ben, so a little bit of athleticism on display here for our game 4.
Yeah, putting it all on the line deep into the tournament.
Threading the needle, Michelle Esquivel. What a drive.
Yeah, when she's not spending a lot of time on her heels or flat-footed, you know that she's up and about. Different energy here to lock things up at 7 points all.
7-7. Football.
Again, the foot fault called.
Point hustle.
Price and Haas, unfortunately, big toe in the kitchen line, and as a result, the Hustle taking a subtle lead. Remember, viewers, this is a must-win for the Hustle to force some singles action.
8-7.
It's called wide. Challenges there, confirmed wide. 2-point lead for the Hustle.
Yeah, this is interesting. Super important stage for both teams. I would argue, especially for the Hustle.
It's
3-point
two
buffer.
outfalls in a row, Ben.
Yeah.
10-7.
Santosh Narayanan brings up point number 11, brings up the mid-game break. And Dylan, this is exactly what the Hustle wanted.
Yeah, that's a terrific shot there from Santosh. I was actually just thinking that Santosh probably hasn't had too much of the ball throughout this match thus far, but similar to what we saw with Andy D with the ladies earlier on, when gets those opportunities, he puts them away. So terrific play here from the Hustle as they force the rotation.
Yeah, the change of ends, the 4-point ball game. We're going to run a quick commercial, bring you guys on back to Game 4. Must win here for the Hustle. Viewers, thank you again for joining us. It is Championship Sunday for the Major League Pickleball Australia, powered by Yola. Into Game 4, Crocs v Hustle. Crocs lead 2-1 in this tie. With the Hustle up 11-7 and make that 8-11.
Let's go, Crocs. 8-11.
Price and Haas looking for the drive, but it's Michelle Esquivel showing a lot of ball to Bryson.
Yeah, I think it's intentional, honestly. Jamie Haas was rock solid in all of the games we've seen her in today. As a service, or return rather, goes long. So probably for the first time throughout this entirety of the match, the New Zealand Hustle have the lead.
Oh, Santosh. This man is somewhat creating an even bigger name for himself. Seriously impressed a lot of the players and a lot of the community around this weekend here at Tweed Heads.
Oh, he's done phenomenal. Ah, beautiful.
Oh.
That goes long from Esquivel. The gap was there, though. That was such a smart shot.
Yeah, agreed. That shot, perfect choice.
10-13.
Oh, nice and Haas. Interesting. Going full squat there.
Yeah, the Scorpion smash unsuccessful for Haas.
14-10.
This is huge for the Hustle.
Jamie Haas as well. Rare error on the backhand. 15-10. Still plenty of pickleball left here in Game 4. Oh my, Santosh Narayanan. The man dialed in, timeout called, Northern Crocs.
They can do no wrong at the moment, Ben. The Northern Crocs are running a real risk of losing this match. The New Zealand Hustle, perfection thus far.
I love looking at the New Zealand Hustle bench right now. They are energetic and fired up and just cool, calm, collected. Let's jump to a quick commercial before. Welcome back to you, pickleball fans. We are in the thick of it. 16-10, Michelle Esquivel with the lead again. Santos Narayanan coming out, forgetting to tie his shoe up in the timeout. Tactical.
Maybe Michelle needs to try for you.
Yeah. A little bit of banter here from our players on court, and
Even back and forth with the officials as well.
yeah, considering a red card was delivered earlier, I don't think there's any smiles from the New Zealand Hustle regarding our officials, but
Not at this point in time.
Esquivel will be smiling if she can lock in this victory and force the dream breaker, though.
Oh, the feet of Jamie Haas. The strut on Santos right now, unmatched.
He played so big in the men's matchup earlier, and my goodness, is he doing the same here?
Ooh, into the net this time, Michelle.
She's played remarkably consistent throughout this matchup, and it's probably one of the few errors we've seen with the double-handed backhand. A little bit low for the drive.
Yeah, considering as well, she hasn't had the opportunity to play her style all that much. She's playing a great role, understanding what's up for grabs and what's at stake. What awareness from Jamie Hart. She was forced deep beyond the baseline, stuck there, and then just charged the kitchen to put it down the line.
What I love about that play is just before it began, she said to her partner Price, and her microphone just picked it up. She said, "Come on, it's time to fire up."
Yep. Leading by example is Jamie Haas. Down the middle, long. Points, points, points right now for the Northern Crocs. The gap closes 13-17.
13-17.
You go. You.
Speed up, no, just wide.
Point hustle.
And that stings, right? You've already got a bit of a deficit to try and cut back. Get a nice clean shot and the net gets in the way.
13-13.
You. You.
Oh, Price and Haas, full stretch, can't get it to go.
Yeah, 2 errors here on the side of Bryson, and this is an elite from the New Zealand Hustle. 19-13.
You. Me.
Too good, Price and Haas had to steady himself there and had to get his name back into the scorecard. Just seems to be struggling a little bit energetically.
One right here.
14-19.
Almost been iced out of the game. Jamie Haas holding down the fort, but work to be done here for the Crocs at 14-19.
Go.
Oh, again, Jamie Haas.
I love this from Michelle Esquivel. She's punishing down the right side of the court. We've seen Bryson getting caught a couple of times, and there's another example. Michelle Esquivel playing big on the right.
So this will be game point here for the New Zealand Hustle. They move the 20 frees in effect.
Now, ball was long.
Ball goes long. We are going to a dream breaker. This is exactly what you wanted from your championship match. The Hustle fighting again and again and again. We've seen it all weekend long here for the Major League Pickleball Australia, powered by Yola. It is two very contrasting energies on both sides of the court. We're going to jump to a commercial and bring it on back. The Dream Breaker is required here for the championship match at Tweed Heads. I am just lost for words, clearly, because we are back into it, and the championship match goes to a Dream Breaker. Dylan, this is your favourite space. Look at the smile on your face. It's not just the words that I'm trying to get out of my mouth and into this space here, but we are ready to go here. The Dream Breaker is in effect. 2 games all, 1 game to split them.
Yeah, this is fantastic. And if you're a traditional fan of a MLPA format, everyone wants to see a Dream Breaker. So give the fans what they want. We've got the Northern Crocs. You know, they've won a stupid amount of events over the years, and versing the New Zealand Hustle, the new kids on the block. They've never been in a final. Here they find themselves with a singles to secure the cup. This is going to be very exciting, Ben, and this purely comes down to who can hold their nerve and who has the singles prowess.
Yeah, and this is what's really, really fascinating is you can play all your best pickleball as much as you like all the way up until this point, but this is where you earn your dollar. This is where you earn your draft pick.
Yep.
And the format of the Dream Breaker as well, still rally point scoring, but Dylan, run us through it.
Wow, what a matchup to get us started. We've got a female v male matchup. Doesn't happen too often,
Not
Ben.
at all.
I love this. Rob Sterling, Michelle Esquivel playing every 4 points, viewers. Hustle to bring it in.
First points, Michelle Esquivel.
And you know what's so amazing about this? Esquivel, Rob Sterling, former teammates, have both played in a Dream Breaker together as team. Here they are going head to head.
Back and forth, so one apiece. 2 points down.
1-1.
Net advantage, Sterling.
It has to be said, Ben, both of these two players are very accomplished singles players as well. So it really comes down to who has the nerve to be able to dig this one out.
2-1.
Make that 3-1. So Michelle, I feel, did well to get a point on the board. We'll come back out, and again, it's the male-female matchup. As we see for the hustle, Santosh Narayanan coming out, taking on Andy D, of the captain of the Crocs. First points, Andy.
Andy D is elite on the singles court, Ben. I think Santosh has got a little bit of work to be had here.
Feel the energy as well for the Northern Crocs to get behind their captain. Make that 2.
Captain leading from the front immediately. First points on the board. Two
Make
returning
that
errors.
3.
Wow, what a relief here for Andy D.
Jeez, that service pressure is just so good. The depth on her returns right now, proving the difference.
Confirmed wide.
Only just, though. Haas against Watnell. Bryson onto the court.
Well, you want your captain to rise to the occasion. His team is down at the moment. He needs to help them lift. First points on the board for Kyle Watnell.
Inside out, drop shot, silly ATP. No way! Bryson Haas! The strut. Kyle Watnell will not turn around and check out the energy of Bryson Haas.
This is electric, Ben. What a defensive effort from Price and Haas. You've got to give Watnell credit too.
7-3.
Had the shot.
Oh, I'm loving this. Just long. Love the look of the shot, though, there from Bryson. And Breeze might have kept it a little bit closer than Kyle Watnell would have liked. 2-1 in this tie. 4-7 on the scoreboard. I'll go 3-1 rather, sorry. Watnell over Haas.
That's massive. And these two were rock solid in the defensive efforts in their doubles events. How are they going to go in singles?
First point, Jamie. Oh, what an angle. Talia Saunders.
She's a crowd favourite, Saunders. Immediately, everyone getting behind her. Incredible strike of the ball down the right.
6-8.
Force on the right side. Won't go. Saunders' defensive prowess just causing too many questions. Scoreboard back to within 1 at 7-8. Saunders whipping it across the face of Jamie Haas. We are level at 8 points all on the Dreambreaker.
Wow, what a momentous occasion from Talia Saunders. That is incredible. Double-handed backhand down the right, and we've got the duo once again. Esquivel, Sterling, and Rob Sterling won this matchup last time at a 3-1. And he just settles things down.
Just slows the pace of the game as well. It's quite smart from Sterling.
Ball was out. He pulled it out. Ball was out. I did. It was out. Right, okay.
Questions asked. A lot of chatter sideline. Well, that's a great return from Michelle Esquivel.
The Hustle ladies have added so much reward down that double-handed backhand down the right side. Michelle Esquivel following Saunders' suit. 9-10.
Good hustle. Can't find it. Sterling, rock solid.
Yeah, he's gone 3-1, 3-1 in that matchup thus far, Ben, and in such a close scoring event, it is crucial. We have the 11-point mark, so the players will rotate to the other side of the court. I don't think sun's really an issue here, Ben, as it's on the right side of court. We can see our shadows on screen. This matchup was a big one before for Andy D. She went up 3-1. Santosh needs to bring the pressure.
Acknowledging as well the energy around the court of this Dreambreaker for the championship match. Nervous is the only word to describe it. First point, Andy D again. Starting how she finished.
12-9.
Angles here from Santosh.
And that is something we typically see from Andy D's singles play style. She likes to sit on the baseline and drive it. She went charging in there after she got a forehand opportunity, and Santosh dealt with it. It's a fascinating matchup between these two.
I think a really big couple of points for the hustle required here. Charges up. The ball was good from the officials. Santosh, Narayanan again. Just tags.
11-12.
Questions being asked once again. Down the line, so Santosh will take that one 3-1 and level things back on up. Andy D rattled.
That was massive for
Crocs as
Santosh.
well.
He's tied it up at a 4 apiece from those two in their double matchups. This was a huge matchup earlier. Kyle Watnell, Price and Haas.
Haas goes for first points. So it's 3-1 in favour of Watnell the last time they faced up.
Geez, this is neck and neck, Ben. Elite Dreambreaker live here at Tweed Heads.
Can't split them.
13-12.
Oh, too good. Kyle Watnell. I thought it was so smart there from Price and Haas just to slow down the play, stay under defensive end, but Watnell charges the kitchen, finds the angle.
Yeah, straight to his forehand. Bread and butter for Kyle. Nice shot.
Angles. Wide. Riding the emotional wave is Kyle Watnell. So too everyone courtside here at Tweed Heads Tennis and Pickleball Centre. See, it is indeed.
Kyle, Ben, let's talk about this. So we've had Santosh goes up goes down 1-3 to Andy D, then goes up 3-1 to Andy D. Kyle Watnell and Bryson do the exact same.
This one's big. Oh, no way. Oh, do what you got to do, Jamie Haas.
What's the go with the Crocs just
She
pulling
must have
off?
loved as well.
What's the go with the Crocs just pulling off some of the most outrageous shots today? Rob Sterling with behind the back. Jamie Haas showing she can do it too. Wow.
Oh,
16-13.
goosebumps, Dylan. Absolute goosebumps. Composure from Saunders. It was needed. It was found for point number 14.
She has been so rock solid for the New Zealand Hustle thus far, Talia Saunders.
14-16.
It's only 2 points in it.
Oh, miscued on the double hand backhand. So Haas will take that one. 17-14. I think this is the biggest point in terms of scoreboard pressure for both sides in this dream breaker. I think that will just keep the hustle in it. We go back to the start, back to the first matchup.
This is the big matchup here. Michelle needs to really lift here for her side. Only getting 2 points to Rob
Absolutely.
Sterling 6.
Esquivel will call wide. The ball was in from Michelle Esquivel.
Hustle 15.
I think Rob Sterling, that was a hopeful challenge of in or out.
17.
Annie D separated herself and she's potentially preparing herself. Sterling levels it up, 1-1.
A lot of nervous energy on our courts. We're up to the pointy end of the stick. Remember, we are playing to 21 viewers. Tense moments in Tweed.
18-16.
Great return from Rob Sterling all the way deep into the corner to the perimeter. 19-16 up with one final point to be played. Can Rob Sterling set it up for his captain to come out
16.
and get it done? Esquivel with the lob.
Point drop.
Will be just wide. So Rob Sterling has done his job yet again. 3-1 on this
Oh, my
tie.
goodness.
Captain Andy D for the Crocs goes to 20. The freeze in effect. Got to get it done on serve for the championship here in Tweed Heads. That'll get it done. The Northern Crocs are champions here for the Major League Pickleball Australia, powered by Yola. They will take the championship here in Tweed Heads. An incredible dream breaker to open up the 2025 season. Commiserations to the New Zealand Hustle, but my word, Dylan, what a way to kickstart the year. And we congratulate the Northern Crocs and all of their fantastic efforts from each and every player.
They've done it again. The Crocs, they are just a legendary team here in the MLPA format, always getting results. And once again, you know, they had the super sub. We saw it with Willie Chung in Vietnam, and they've done it again here with Rob Sterling, taking, ironically, Willie Chung's place. No doubt cheering at home. Willie would be very pleased with his team's efforts, but my goodness, Ben, what a result here for the Crocs.
Yeah, look, I have to give credit to the captain and the leadership of Andy D. She was instrumental all weekend. Just her demeanour around the court and around the space itself of Major League Pickleball. She led from the front. She was rock solid and absolutely led by example in that dream breaker as well. Getting her 2 ties done and getting it done for the Crocs. And you're right, the Northern Crocs, they are just a force to be reckoned with, regardless of who is in that makeup of the team. And they get it done here in Tweed Heads. With that being said, Dylan, we're going to close out the stream here with presentations to come very, very soon. So stick around. We'll run a couple of commercials and bring you back courtside as we get to crown our champions here in Tweed Heads for the Major League Pickleball Australia, powered by Yola. Dylan Kimlin, an absolute pleasure as always, sir. Hoping to see plenty more of you throughout this 2025 calendar season. My name is Ben Abbott. Join us very, very shortly for our presentations where we crown the Northern Crocs champions of Tweed Heads. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible couple of days it has been, and we've concluded it with the championship match going the way of the Northern Crocs First and foremost, we'd like to thank all the viewers on the live stream, everyone around here at the Tweed Heads Tennis and Pickleball Centre. An incredible couple of days coming to an end. The players, the fans as well have battled through the conditions, and it has all accumulated to this fantastic victory here for Major League Pickleball Australia, powered by Yola. First and foremost, we'd like to highlight and thank our fantastic sponsors and supporters of all the people involved here this weekend. For Major League Pickleball Australia sponsors, including Major League Pickleball Australia, powered by Yola, Franklin, Duper, 60, Pro XR and Paddletech, Cypic and Hammer. A massive shout out as well to their fantastic event team, the referees, the media and media broadcasting crew, sports medicine team, and of course this fantastic venue, 16 purpose-built courts here for pickleball, the Voyager Tennis Tweed Heads, for hosting us here. Moving on to the formalities and congratulating our teams. First and foremost, the runners-up, we'd like to congratulate and bring out to the stand New Zealand Hustle, led by their captain, Kyle Watnell. An incredible effort coming through number 8 seeds. They took the number 1 seeds down and made their way all the way through into the semi-finals in the championship match, forcing the Dream Breaker. An incredible effort from the 4 athletes and players. We're going to have a quick chat to the captain, Kyle Watnell. Mate, you must be one proud captain.
I'm definitely super proud. I feel like, we didn't start our best at the beginning of the tournament. We lost two rounds in Dream Breakers, but the signs were there that we were going to be a great team. And I don't think any of us had any doubts that we could turn it around. And that's what we did. So I'm super proud of us. I think big things are due for us this season. Super proud to be the first New Zealand team to make a final. I think I've played pickleball in a lot of places. New Zealand has one of the most passionate pickleball communities I've ever met and seen. So I'm super proud to represent them. And yeah, just super grateful to the tournament, the sponsors that you mentioned. I'd like to thank my sponsor, Selkirk, as well, for helping me support me on this journey, come out. And I'm so proud of my teammates. I'm so glad with how everything's gone and so excited for what's to come for the rest of the year. So thank you guys.
We cannot wait to come to New Zealand for the next event. It's
go.
on. Let's go.
It's on.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations once again. New Zealand Hustle, first New Zealand team into the championship. Runners up this one, but they're coming. New Zealand, Auckland up next. Thank you, guys. You can make your way to the side. And now we get to welcome our champions to the stand to claim the championship for round 1 of the Major League Pickleball Australia, powered by Yola. Give it up for the Northern Crocs. A force to be reckoned with, and our championship cup will be presented by our Yola representative. Please welcome Mr. Dean Short into the space. Congratulating Captain Andy D, our champion. We make some noise and show love to our champions, the Northern Crocs of the Major League Pickleball Australia. We are 1 award away from wrapping up this ceremony. We'd like to congratulate the MVP for this weekend, the Northern Crocs captain, Andy D. Well done to you. You'll get a $250 voucher to spend at Yola. We're going to have a quick word with the captain. Do you want to hold the trophy as well? You didn't get much of a chance just then. There we go. Yeah, chuck it in there. You can fill that up with the champagne that's coming as well. How proud are you of your team as well? An incredible couple of days, including a pretty handy alternative.
Definitely. I'm so proud of this team. Not only are they just amazing players, they're amazing off the court as well. We get along super well, and, some of our first time playing together. So it's always nice just to step on court and feel like we've played a million matches together. So I'm so proud of the team. Yeah.
And the vibes of energy were high all weekend. You got some fiery Hawaiians in your makeup as well. And how does that feel, taking the first championship, moving into New Zealand in just a couple of weeks' time?
Yeah, the team have such a great vibe. They create such a great atmosphere to play in. Jamie and I both played college tennis, and Bryson did too, and Rob did. And, we just love bringing that energy, the Croc energy. It's just such a great culture that we have on the team.
You know what I love, Andy D? That beautiful smile you have on your face, and it's been there all weekend long. We congratulate the Northern Crocs on the championship here in Tweed Heads. Well done to you once again, guys. Bring out the champagne. Let's have a bit of fun as we congratulate the champions here in Tweed Heads. Thank you to all the teams, the fans, and supporters. We are in New Zealand next. See you April 24 to 27. We wish everyone safe travels, and we are looking forward to bringing the Major League Pickleball to the land of New Zealand in just a couple of weeks' time. We are ready to pop and conclude this stream here in Tweed Heads. Congratulations once again to the Northern Crocs champions in Tweed Heads.